That's LeBron playing Grimstroke.
Sound
Okay.
strategy.
All right.
Try harder.
So mid Furion. Okay, so they're still doing the 3-position Weaver. We were still right on that. It's just Noob is apparently comfortable with playing 2-position Furion.
I think it's still really nice, though, when you can throw out the Inkswell over onto your Weaver and just have him kind of dodge around into the fight, so...
Yeah, it's a good point, actually. Weaver is another companion that works well with Inkswell, especially since the way the interactions of the movement speed.
Yeah, double bug, actually. They're, you know, the Nyx is going to be super speedy eventually, and, of course, the Weaver already is quite swift, so...
So, Noob is still playing an int mid run around do shit kind of hero. So still kind of fits his archetype.
And I think they've been playing to their strengths quite well on the Spider Pigs.
Yeah, that was the one thing that we did talk about for Spider Pigs, is that the drafting is very stable for them. I mean, how many times did they go for like a last pick Lina? You know, people just kept giving them the opportunity to get Lina, and they were like, okay, well, we know we're good with it.
Yeah, if you insist. Didn't Noob even say, he's like, it's not even really that good of a hero, this particular patch, but it works well. It does what it needs to do, and he's good with it, so, you know, if they're going to let you have a run back, take it.
Hello.
Hi, Spartan. As usual, the first contact on the side of
Yeah, this
Brame.
this Coddle LC lane. Oh, hold up.
Oh,
hold
the
up.
plays are coming out immediately. Spin will come out. LeBron slowing them down just a little bit here. Just kind of getting blocked into place. So LeBron is going to be the first blood, and it will be Spartan who claims it.
Okay. I'm surprised. Oh, wow, they're not laning the Coddle with the LC. That's odd.
They got the courier.
Courier has been killed.
That was his mango and his clarity, guys.
Ouch. Yep, same deal as the previous game. You're laying against Ursa. Don't want your core to be forced to 1v1 too much. And yeah, so Furion versus Bat, it is somewhat counterintuitive. You would think it's very Bat favored, but Furion hits so hard that as long as you don't get outplayed with too many stacks on you, you're going to be just fine. And you can always teleport instead of needing to waste a TP every time you're caught off guard. It's a cool decision.
Yeah, the last thing a mid hero wants to do, honestly, they'd rather die most of the time in the one-on-one matchup than TP back and prevent death, just because they have to walk back to lane, so they'd miss so much. But Furion, he doesn't have that problem.
Like Stominan's gonna go over, make sure that this camp doesn't get to respawn.
Oh.
Okay.
Not like this.
Try harder.
Appropriate.
Yeah, it is weird though, because it doesn't spawn at 2. It's like a delayed, you see the animation, and then it pops up at like 2 minutes, half a second or something like that.
Oh no.
Watch that one
Shame.
again.
Why?
1.
See?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That was just a little bit premature there.
Hey, it happens. It can happen.
It happens, yeah.
Here it is again,
Anybody.
2.
Nothing to be ashamed of.
58.
Oh no, now we're replaying it. Oh.
I feel like just the tad bit of his circle was still there, but yeah.
Not enough, apparently.
I mean, so far, I like Brame's draft here. I think they're in a great spot. It is that offlane Weaver like we had expected, so he'll be playing mostly for the Ags. They need a lot of time on this draft, and they need their Furion to have a hell of a lot of game impact. Already not doing as well mid as I would have hoped, considering they picked it into Bat expecting this matchup.
Yeah, I am curious how the Grimstroke versus Bat lane goes. Makes me wonder if it was harder than I gave it credit for, or if maybe they just thought it was or the overall game state Grimstroke was going to be too easily hunted down, or maybe they just didn't like Furion as a 5 against Legion Commander.
These are all excellent questions.
Nice
But
play.
top lane, Skylark looks like he is going to be next to fall.
Really well done by LeBron there. Recognized he had the closing speed, just popped the Inkswell.
And now he's going to chase down that Earth Spirit to secure the power rune. Always good when your 5 position feels comfortable moving out.
Wish. Needs to be careful. Noob is joined
That's
over
a haste.
top here. Someone taking a lot of damage. LeBron also just getting a lot of these stacks up on. Needs to be careful to turn right back around. And they should be able to... No, they're not going to be able to find it here as LeBron throws out the stroke. Is going to go down. Stamina treed up. They're get a couple of these clicks off. Wish is going to be able to teleport away. So it looks like they're going to have to be satisfied with position 4 kill.
It's not too bad considering Batrider had to TP back to base.
It's like half a kill.
Yeah.
You controlled the rune as well, which is huge. Bottom's quite nice, I will say, for the Weaver, just because you can't really get forced out. And Coddle Ursa is such an annoying lane. Like, pretty much every single offlaner in Dota would be just shoved out of here by now. But Weaver's got that innate survivability. They don't have any stuns, so he should be okay.
Still feels like the Bears having a very nice time. DNZ. Let's get spotted off over on the side here. Throws out the Impale. 5 minutes are up, and he'll snap up the rune. Got the Spike Carapace. And it feels like Focus considered really running after him, but we'll back off, go back. There are creeps to be hit. Gold to be harvested. Skylark is right after that. Does have to be careful. The Stroke of Fate slowing him down. Things will connect. Not quite enough damage, though. It's a little pleb. Now has to be careful in the mid lane. Yep. Down goes Noob with the rotation from Stillman.
This is the thing about the Fury in mid that's so dangerous, is that you just die to Earth Spirit rotates. There's really nothing you can do about it when Bat's your laning opponent. It's going to get impossible once there's a lasso available. You can't even be there when he's alone.
Yeah, and if you end up losing your lane like this, then Batrider also gets a fast boots of travel, and then he's able to keep up at the same kind of tempo that you do when it comes to moving around the map.
Yeah, it's definitely a more comfort zone draft for Brame here. No Tinkers to be seen, and it's already looking a lot better for them, just in terms of how they're playing the game in the map.
Little Impale coming out from DNZ. I was just trying to see if he could collect that rune, but it is top, so Wish will happily take himself a regen. Bottom lane, there we have it, that little bit of combo we were talking about. The Grimstroke throwing out the Inkswell on top of a Weaver. Are they going to be able to close the gap fast enough? No, they are. They'll turn their attention, though, over here to Wish, who has the lasso. He's going to get the drag back over here onto the Prophet, who's just taking a bath in all of this lovely Firefly. Nice save here coming out from DNZ, though, with the Spike Carapace. They do have 5 stacks of Sticky on him right now. Going to go, try to drop down some trees. The Impale comes out. Can they turn this around? Can they get this kill? It's looking really good as they manage to turn the gank around over onto Wish. And now perhaps collecting themselves another kill in SSA Spartan, although Stoneman joining back in. They're going for a really hard dive. The silence comes out over onto Mitch. Down he goes. Find the Impale over here onto Focus. Who's trying to run away. Newbie dies to the tower on the back
They're
line.
so low.
DNZ now trying to run and hide, but Focus, he finds the opening. He gets the kill to Strands to surround him over here, but not going to be able to kill him. Instead, we'll turn their attention to Spartan as LeBron now running away. They throw out the stone, slows him down just enough. Plus, they have that little bit of damage with the urn. Is it going to be enough, though? Oh, down he goes. And he does manage to get the Inkswell off, so they'll stun up someone here. Turn their attention to Spartan. You know, he's a brave guy, but down he goes as well. Stomanen, he's just getting chased
There's
after.
charges now. The Ursa's in trouble. No ulti.
With this bug here, the roll forward, though. Nyx Assassin, not going to be able to quite grab him. Mitch still looking, hoping that maybe Focus got greedy. Maybe he stuck around a little too long, but nope, he's already out. Mitch still trying to go for this play, though. Has the urn charges, like you said, Kyle, but takes the wrong turn here in the woods.
Yeah, no boots. Would have been tough to chase there. What a wild game so far, though. So much action. The Earth Spirit is doing so much work. Almost level 6 already. Weaver's game, this is the trouble with offlane Weaver, is that if you're forced into these active scenarios and you don't get kills and towers, you just fall off pretty hard. Your damage output's just not there.
The hunt is on for SSA Spartan, and they'll find him. Let's get stunned up. Trian's coming out as well. Run forward, though, over here. Can he get out in time? Noob, is he going to make it out? No, he's not. Focus, hopping forward there. Little bear hop. Looks like Spartan will go down here. As Mitch and DNZ are forced to run away. They're trying to get that courier. We'll redirect it. No one's going to be chasing him. Let's get the slow off on both of DNZ and Mitch. Spike Carapace buys a little bit more time, so it looks like they are going to end up losing DNZ. Mitch is going to be the only one who survives.
It is space for the Jug, who's also going Battle Fury. The one danger is that Ursa and LC match up very well against you. So you don't really hit that crazy farm Juggernaut like we saw from Mid One in one of those initial upper bracket games. With his like bots, Midas, Battle Fury, or Mjolnir build, whatever it was. where you can just take it over single-handedly.
I feel like there's something inherently a bit of a misplay of like focusing that much attention to the bottom lane with a Furion and then returning to that lane.
Yeah.
Don't you want to go to the other side of the map because they know that the enemy team can't follow? That's how you outpace them with this hero, is the fact you force rotation to one side of the map and then, boom, maybe we find an opening, kill Skylark at top, then take that tower.
It's just like one of the dangers of Core Fury. You feel like you have to get things going.
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree, especially with your Jug top with Omni Slash available. I'd love to see them find a kill with that, and then you force TPs to top lane, and then you can move back to bottom. But you just kind of let Brame continue to battle you. And you're a Prophet, there's a bat in the game. You don't want to be in a scenario where Witch keeps having these freebie teleport-ins to find you. Mid lane being heavily pressured as well.
Bottom lane, the duel is going to come out here from Skylark, and he will be able to get this collect here over on Noob. Mitch forced to just Shikuchi out.
I've seen this movie, but I think that was Scorcher 4. I hope Scorcher 5 is not repeated anytime soon. And now the coddle factor comes in. The summons. Hello, monsieur.
Can they find him, though, is a question. Doesn't look like they'll be able to. Pleb's just gonna TP out easy peasy and go bot.
Now, this is something else that we could have seen. If they bring the Jug bottom, this play makes a lot more sense because you have that Omni Slash up, you've got the healing ward, and suddenly you can't really make this same sort of aggro defense like we've seen from Brame now, I think 4 times in a row.
Yeah, I mean, they're losing that bottom engagement so often because they're playing into the Ursa.
He's level 8
Oh,
on
double
Earth
stun,
Spirit.
double stun! There it is. Impale over onto the Legion Commander. The Silence will get tossed out. Wrath of Nature also hits up. Skylark will pop. Wish joining in, though, now. This is eyes over here on DNZ. Is just going to slowly chip him down with the Firefly. Omni Slash coming out, though, over onto Wish as they go for the counter initiation. They need just a little bit more damage. They do manage to get that Urn charge off. Mitch hunting. He's looking for him. Can he get there fast enough? He's got the... Oh, goes right back again using that time lapse.
So close.
Almost had it.
Damn, did you see that? Stoneman got the kick mid-roll onto the Bat Rider to scooch him out.
He's playing a hell of an Earth Spirit. Like,
Yeah.
He's the same level as his Ursa right now.
Mitch. A little bit of pressure here applied to focus, but it is just the Weaver here. I'm not sure he can get this kill by himself.
That's okay.
It doesn't. He's not by himself anyways. Skylark's here. Skylark wants this. Running. Diving underneath the tower. Does have the Shikuchi, though. And
You get the tower trade. You take those against the Prophet all day.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Now it'll just be a question. I like the Blink Crush on Legion Commander. I would have liked it in the first game for similar reasons where you can just get kills as Skylark here. You are online, you have a bat with bots, you have a coddle for summons, so anybody you find is dead. It's just getting that initiation, much easier to do so when you have a Blink before the Blade Mail.
I will not forget this.
I think before the Blade Mail change, it was value because there was no recipe. It was just it was better stats for every component plus the active. So it was sort of doubling as this build-up item. After the change, it's not really the same anymore.
oh, still pretty neck and neck in terms of net worth going on right here at 12 minutes in. Interested to see if we'll be seeing more aggressive play coming out.
How do you pronounce that?
Which one?
Earth Spirit.
Stomanen.
Stomanen. Are you sure?
Stoma, and then 1 at the end. Stoma.
Say what?
Stomen.
Stomanen 1.
No, not 1. The 1 is the at
The one is silent.
no. Stoma,
Radiant's middle
and then the
tower
1.
is under attack.
Stoma 1.
Stoma 1. Okay, that's
Pretty
easy.
close, yeah.
Got it.
I could be wrong, but that's how I believe. I believe that's how you're.
It's not helpful.
I don't know. Just come up
I
with
trust
something
you.
each time. Have fun with it. Just call him Stoma. Oh, the Blink duel is up.
Feeling word as well.
Right back around. They've got play. Ooh, all right. They even go before the lasso here. Just making sure that they get the jug. Mitch now joining into the fight as they do manage to find the Nyx Assassin over on the back line here. Buys a little bit more time, but he is tossed right back in again. Down goes DNZ. As Mitch is forced to flee now.
So the problem here is I don't know how Noob ever gets back into this game. Prophet as a mid hero, in theory, you're taking over. Recovering is very difficult, especially against 3 enemy cores that kill you, plus an Earth Spirit.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, especially since he's going the Witchblade build, right? Yeah, he's got it. As opposed to, say, some of the older core Prophet builds where you went like Blade Mail and you just TP'd in, and you just tried to make yourself quite tanky. This is the Witchblade makes you a little bit more DPS heavy, but when you're kind of losing out on the game and you're falling farther behind, then it just makes you squishier and squishier to blow up at the start of a fight and have no impact.
Skylark likes squishies.
They're hunting. Here comes the duel.
The duel on Lil Pleb. No, not quite. Nice signs being thrown up for LeBron. They were waiting a little bit longer. They weren't going to go in immediately for the duel. You have to be careful, though, now, because they're turning right back around again. You seem displeased, Kyle.
No, it's fine. I mean, he had it. He just hesitated. Oh, nice.
Ooh, the turnaround
PNZ.
here. Nice by Carapace. They need a little bit more lockdown. They do have it in the form of trees as they'll block up Skylark, and down he goes.
That is sick. That is actually such a sick Carapace timing. That straight up might give them mid-tower. And if it doesn't, they're in deep trouble.
They might be in deep trouble then, because they're backing off.
I think it runes are up. You have Omni Slash. Like, this is a tower you got to be able to take.
Firefly's down.
Pleb. Silence stop. The bounce back. Nice silence, though, being thrown over onto Wish. No lasso available just yet. Focusing down over here on Lil Pleb. He does have the Omni Slash. He's tanking a lot of it, though, over on that Cardi. Not the way that they want. Wish barely managing to make it out alive. They try to go for that play, and they're not going to be able to do it as the duel comes out over here on the side. Can they get the kill on the Weaver? Do they have enough damage, even with the tower helping them out? Not going to get the duel damage, but they do get a kill. The rest of the team, Delta splitting, and they still don't take the tower.
I honestly just can't see a way for Spider Pigs to win this game unless Brame make egregious errors. They're so much stronger in the map control game with their global mobility, and they have better scaling, and they have better team fighting right now. Even Stacks, Greek Freak.
We talked about stacking.
Yeah, I think part of why Kyle feels so confident is because the Juggernaut's like core counters, right?
Yep.
He's having to deal with an Ursa. He doesn't like that matchup, and he's having to deal with a Legion commander as well. So, like, not only are you behind, but it doesn't feel like you're going to have a very good timing where you're caught back up and you feel good about your matchups.
All right, this is a nice play, though, here in the bottom lane. It looks like they should be able to get the kill on Wish, so down he goes. Dominant does get blocked up a little bit. They've got plenty of trees here trying to slow him down, plus some bugs getting tossed out from Mitch as he's chasing down SSA Spartan. Doesn't have the detection, though, so be able to get pushed back. Can they finish him off, though? It feels like Mitch, he really wanted to go for it, but they turn back around. They've got the dual spike Carapace, so buys him a little bit more time. So go right back in again. DNZ will survive the initial jump here. Coming out, so they get the soul bind off, less double silence. They're looking to just get as much damage as possible, and they'll be able to get the takedown Skylark. They're still working away over here on the side. Can they take down Focus? As eventually Spartan does fall. Teleports are coming out. Do they have anything to cancel it? No. But hey, look at this. You got a Cardi right by a tower. You are really happy if you're Spider Pigs right now.
So what I meant to say was that Spider Pigs still have a great shot. They just need to take advantage of their movement and outnumber their opponents. Take these fights 5-on-2, 5-on-3, and then get tier 2 just before 20 minutes. Take the enemy outpost. Just like we said, just like we drew it up.
Just careful now. You're starting to sound like Purge.
I don't think I've ever heard Purge backpedal that hard before, though.
I don't know. I have heard him backpedal pretty hard. He's like, that's right, Moxie. Razor is the best hero on this season. Lifestealer is like the best hero ever. Everyone should be picking it. This is why. Thanks, Purge.
Yeah, similar train from game 1, though, with Brame. When it comes to, they don't accept, like, small victories. You know what I mean? Feels like they go big or go home sort of situation. I felt like that fight, they could have been happy with just getting her spirit out, you know?
Yeah.
But instead, they choose to try and turn and make that engagement go their way. They get into a really big team fight that is disastrous for them. And that was a lot of what happened in that Tinker game, was them just not accepting small victories and allowing the game to reset.
Focus is in the pit. They know he's in the pit as he takes down one of those treants. Question is, How do they get in there to
Radiant's bottom
contest?
tower is under
Do they go
attack.
in there to contest?
It's very scary. Losing a tier 2 this early against a Nature's Prophet, because 20 minutes is coming up, and you're going to have that shard. And that shard is pretty broken, honestly.
Yes, it is.
It makes for insane split pushing possibilities. So they're always going to have to keep an eye on bottom lane from here on out, which I'm already concerned that they're just kind of letting creeps walk up there.
Yeah, I will say Pigzs just has been playing the map a lot better than Brame. Like
Yeah.
in both of these games, could argue that Brame have more tools to shove lanes, and in theory should have more map control. But it just feels like they're constantly pressured into huddling together on their own side of the map.
Should have Heaven's Halberd picked up now for the Nature's Prophet, which is kind of interesting. Good against an Ursa, obviously.
Yeah.
Legion. I just feel like there are better items.
I would have even preferred a Yules, as weird as that might sound, if that's the style of play you want to go for.
Yeah.
Both against the bat and to remove
Oh,
versus
so
overpower.
they jump immediately over here onto Skylark. Down he goes, Wish hunting over on the back lines. Mitch just trying to dodge around a little bit, but the BKB is coming in handy as they turn back around. They get a kill over on LeBron, and this is not looking very good for our friend Weaver, as Mitch is the next one to go down.
Yep, and that is what they should be continuing to do. They are unbelievably strong. They have BKB bat. You have amazing initiation, and effectively anyone you catch dies. There is no save mechanic, there's no Oracle or anything to worry about. Until Weaver Ags is available, you can just play as aggressive as you want. The Ursa gives them Roche. Well done.
Yeah, that was a nice bit of brilliance there from Stobanen, and mostly I think Skylark's quick reaction of following up that initiation. The fact they run into a Juggernaut, which is pretty much the perfect hero to run into in that situation.
Oh,
Yeah, what was that? Like, that's a Bat Rider, folks. That's not going to work. Sprout is not an effective CC tool.
I feel like these two teams don't really love like targeted stuns.
They're overrated.
I feel like they win games.
Stuns are alright, I suppose.
I think he did the Sprout because he has the shard.
That's true. That was a kill.
It's like
Did that
playing
land?
chicken with a train right there.
Did you ever do that?
Play chicken with a train?
Yeah. I did with the
All
bus.
the time. All the time.
Me too.
I like to live dangerously. I'm like, you better kill me if you're gonna hit me, because if I get back up swinging.
Oh.
Mark my words, train.
I'm coming for ya. You and your caboose too.
What was that? There was a Denzel Washington movie all about like he's on a train, and then the bad guys made the train not be able to stop. I think it's just called Runaway or something.
Dyer's
And they've
Sounds
got
like a
100 minutes to stop the train.
It sounds like a speed movie.
Maybe that would help you
Speed
enjoy
3
it.
with Denzel Washington.
What a
Dude.
budget for speed.
They
3,
did a
dude.
bus, they did a boat, but now it's on a train. That sounds sick. Especially if Denzel just tried to do acting like Keanu the entire time.
I'd watch it. Probably better than Wonder Woman.
Most definitely.
Oh man, look at those guys. Look at those
Oh,
boys. Big
goodness, that's
chompers on
terrifying.
them. Hum, nom, 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 nom. What are your favorite treants?
The ones that you can't tell are big treants.
Okay, all right.
The ones that
fungal
are not
lords
now
that-
banned.
Yes.
I like those.
Really?
Yeah, those are cool.
I like the ones that look like little tree trunk abominations. They're like, please kill me. I don't want to live anymore.
The poison trees or
Those
whatever.
are hilarious.
Big fury.
Kill me.
I mean, the trouble is, like, they're falling.
back to being a tree.
Okay, the Ursa is really strong. He's at the Aegis now. He's playing very aggressive. Like, this hero is just going to outscale this entire game at this rate. Hello.
Hi Spartan.
Hey.
Are we,
Hey, noob.
Did we summon anybody?
Yeah,
we
he
are.
is. He's bringing a friend.
Noob.
Bring a friend to work day. Bring a wish to
Hello.
work day. And murder a noob while you're at it. Yeah, this is not looking
halberded him,
good
though.
for our friend. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
I'm
Yes.
nothing. It's just
Yes, Kyle?
we picked Furion. We saw the bat. We said, I know. We'll pick Furion mid against bat mid. I don't know if I would do that again.
On a lighter side, I think Brame is doing a good job making work of their Keeper of the Light now. Where before we were complaining about the fact that they should have had better map control thanks to their heroes. Like, you've got a Coddle and a Bat Rider with bots. Like, you should be able to outmaneuver the enemy. That's a great example of what this lineup can do right there. Coddle's on the exact opposite side of the map as most of his lineup, and as a result, finds an opening on a really big kill.
That's a good point. He's got the Glimmer Cape too to invis in, get any of his 3 cores in. This is how it's done.
He walks right underneath ward, so they'll just teleport out.
Oh, we got him.
Oh, got him.
Or not.
Ooh,
So Stone has been on point today.
I don't know.
He
I
looked
guess
so
it was a
good on the
awarded situation, but
Skylark, no, not the high ground.
Oh.
no, I must go.
It calls me. He'll turn back around, and
nice
there's
illusion.
illusions, though. He managed to go get the Spike Carapace off. The duel is out. Can they finish up? Can they collect? He's taking a lot of damage, but not quite enough.
Oh, there it is, the Weaver Axe.
Weaver Axe saving Lil Pleb's booty here. His focus is focusing down over here on DNZ. Gets a nice bash off. Down he goes.
That's the game-winning item right there. The trouble is right now they just don't have the damage because their Furion has a Witchblade and a Halberd. But if he gets that AC, maybe that upgraded Orchid online, suddenly things start to turn around. But right now that Ursa is moved up from Black Bear to Brown Bear to full-blown Mama Grizzly, now approaching Polar Bear status. One of the only hypercarnivores on the planet.
It's natural predator towards men. That and Tide Claw.
Indeed. It knows no equal. It is a true
It's an
apex predator. Indeed.
Yep. Well, it's not an immortal apex predator now.
What was that, Cap?
You guys are like the nature channel here.
Look, I live in an area with a lot of bears, okay? There's a bear right there as he jumps over on Lil Pleb.
Nice.
Again, the Weaver Axe coming in handy, buying Lil Pleb a little bit more time, but they get the duel off to hold him into place. And there's a lot of damage being pumped out here, but eventually Lil Pleb does go down. They go and leash up over on the side. Mitch next to fall. DNZ running for his life.
Just don't do any damage, folks.
And LeBron is just hoping maybe he can get away. Maybe they'll have mercy. It's not feeling like they're going to be able to, because he does manage to teleport out.
The only strategy against Focus, run away.
DNZ, they have the Spike Carapace, the Yules. Spartan says, yeah, no, you're not getting away.
Oh, but Noob's in. Oh, no.
Dominic!
Whoa.
Whoa! The silence getting dumped out here over onto Noob. There's a big old bear and an Outrider, and he's trying to get this tower. Oh my god, are they gonna get this denied?
Oh, so close. Yeah, I mean, what's Noob's score right now? Is he like...
It's a hard knock life.
3-6-6.
I mean, Ursa, Earth Spirit,
He's winning,
Wish, just unstoppable. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know about the...
I was wondering, I was like, why didn't Moxie say he's winning? And then I saw the green death sign.
Green, he's winning in the death category.
Yeah.
Woo.
See if you could beat that, Spartan.
Don't challenge him, Cap. This guy's not afraid of anything.
But yes, I think a lot of this, Kyle, you were talking about how, like, what do you do in this game as a Nature's Prophet when you're behind? The same sort of thing applies to the Weaver as well. What do you do with the Weaver core when you're behind? It's just, this lineup doesn't function very well when it's behind in net worth. And that's just the sad fact of the situation. Now they're just left with kind of like a single core juggernaut that has bad matchups. So the game is very straightforward when it comes to a lot of team fights. Threaten the Juggernaut, force out, maybe catch the Weaver if you can, get a silence on him on Earth Spirit or something. Just duel this Juggernaut. Just focus him down. He's the only source of damage.
The trouble is, like we saw in that fight mid, typically the Weaver Axe turns the fight around. But in this case, they just don't have the damage. So the Weaver Axe is forced by just Ursa opening. Then there's still the potential of a lasso or a duel. So you have to save it, but your Jug just can't hit things right now.
Yeah, that same opening is going to continue. Once the Abyssal is finished, it's even easier to make that play. Abyssal onto him, you're going to pump a bunch of damage, and then Skylark knows just to wait for the Weaver ultimate to go down before he duels.
Yep. On that Shiva is going to be so huge too, just for the vision it provides.
You think duel breaks if you don't go anywhere from the Weaver Axe?
I don't think it does.
Yeah, I don't think it does either. So there's a possibility he could just straight up duel, you know, shortly after the Abyssal's done.
Top tower is under attack. Dire structures are fortified.
Oh, force the forward out, but I don't think they're going anywhere, boys. Nope.
Man, they're gonna have lasso as well. So they have 3 BKB piercing disables to lead out onto a juggernaut. That feels so good.
Wish does get spotted over here. TNZ getting in position.
They can do this because they still have their coddle up top, so keep 2 heroes bot, no problem. You can recall them in. You can bots in. You're still playing as 5. It feels like you're watching a lineup with the mobility of a wisp.
And there it is. There's another Roche. Easy peasy.
Yeah, this is looking good. They got the gem up. Now Bat Rider can take full map control.
Especially with the Shivas he's about to finish up.
Recall in. Wish is joining in the fight.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Be very careful here. Weaver's courier does get spotted out, so fall as they'll try to make some approach over on the back end here. LeBron though just gets absolutely shredded, as does Mitch. There is no save now as the drag is on here. They're gonna try to throw him up over on the cliffside. Low Pleb will spend some time there. Mitch buys back, goes right back into the fight. Leash is up, they're tied together. Can they get anything else done though? And they manage to go, they get the save over onto the duel. Skylark will fall, but there is just too much damage here.
Hold up, maybe.
Going down, Wish. All right, got the bear
buybacks
coming back up again. He's got his eyes over here on Mitch. DNZ nearby, trying to get into position. Noob is getting popped back. Down he goes. No buyback over in the Nature's Prophet. The roll forward coming out from Stoneman. He goes on to the back lines to be able to take down Nyx Assassin. Lil Pleb buying himself just a little bit more time here. Has to be careful. They have the Abyssal Blade. Focus just waits patiently. Rips them apart. And this is looking like a dead Mitch. He just bought back. It's a triple kill now for Focus. LeBron. Uh-oh, Skylark got stuck in the trees for half a second, but he's back on the prowl. Inkswell is very adorable here, LeBron, but you're not going to escape death. That's an ultra kill for Focus.
It looked promising, but then you're like, wait, we don't actually have the damage for this.
No.
We needed bigger guns, and BB pellets just don't stop this bear.
They brought a knife to a gunfight.
Dire's middle tower.
Yeah, they won't have that really long, drawn-out fighting capability until they have Ags on Juggernaut. Like, just the Omni Slash means that Aegis is kind of a trump card.
Yep.
I don't blame Spider Pigs for trying that fight though, because I think you were kind of in a desperate situation where that was sort of a high-risk, high-reward team fight. You blew buybacks, they blew buybacks. You somehow come out the victor of that team fight, then the whole game changes. But I think we've kind of illustrated a lot about how this Juggernaut is just, it's going to be a very hard game for him to be able to carry. And we're seeing exactly why.
We've got a 15k net worth lead at around 32 minutes. Brame just walking the base, take what they want, and give them the peace sign as they walk out.
Yeah, this Brame looks so much better than the one from game 1.
Yeah.
This looks more comfortable.
It's amazing. You just remove the tanker from the draft. Suddenly everything in the world starts to make sense. Wish looking like the playmaker he strives to be, and not the AFK creep farmer.
Ooh, Levi starting a little bit more time. There's the Yules. But no, down he goes.
Just let it go, regroup, get his 5, wait for spells. You're still really strong. But you saw in that initial fight, like, Ursa can die if stun locked. The reset from the Weaver is super effective along with that Omni Slash in the quicker fights. You want to be in a scenario where you can make sure it's drawn out enough for multiple re-engages, and they did also get 2 buybacks, you can't forget. And that fight still was, I think they killed 7 Anorax after that last engagement, so.
Yeah.
On the prowl, they might be able to find Focus here. I don't know if, no? Alright. They'll get distracted by a nice shiny stack. And just try to reclaim some ground here for the side of Spider Pigs. Blink Dagger picked up on Coddle now, so his positioning should be, I say should. I don't know why. I just have this image of Spartan just blinking into all of them because, you know, it's just the way that he is, but should give him better positioning for these fights, though, yeah? Jumps in, brings Focus. Silence out here. Has got the Abyssal. The roll through coming out from Stoneman. And look at that damage, though, over on the backside as they just go in for the duel. They should be able to go and just rip apart LeBlanc.
no.
LeBlanc goes down, too, and
He was silenced. Well played by Stoneman.
this is looking like a dead Mitch. They have the detection. That's a double kill.
He was halfway through the animation of using that ult on the Juggernaut to be able to rewind time, but
Well, this is looking a bit bleak right now because there's no buyback on Jug.
So far.
Racing Forward has Wish here. Immediately finds himself the NZ. Is going to hold on to him. Just wait patiently. Eventually get the drag back. Some of them, they're just going deep on this dive. Down goes the Nyx Assassin. 48 seconds. The only one who's up right now is, of course, the Prophet. And soon they'll have LeBron back up, but not sure how much they're going to be able to do just by themselves. They do force out the fortification. We'll back out for a moment.
yeah, Spider Pigs don't have to GG out because they still have that whole lane of bottom that's still protected. So they will have another chance, one more chance to be able to draw out the game. But
It's looking a little rough.
yeah.
It has been looking rough.
Oh look,
Noob?
they're gonna catch Noob.
Noob?
Nice.
Oh no, Noob. Okay, he's used the halberd though over focus, but he's coming right back up again. These trees are just getting munched away, and Big Ol' Bear takes him down. Though they do manage
No,
to kill over on
Spartans.
Spartans.
This time he dies for his squad.
Ooh,
For all
full
Sparta.
focus. The hunt is on. I don't think they can get there fast enough though. This is
Yeah,
a
the
long
whole
chase. They
team's
need to be
there.
careful. The rest of the team is here. Spider Pigs, you're getting a little too ambitious here. They can turn this around quite easily. They see you.
They're thinking about it. No Abyssal.
Buy back on Spartan.
And now the tables have turned.
He's got a blink.
It didn't.
There it is. Blink forward from Wish. Looking for a target. There is no mana left over here on this bear, though. Pleb chipping away at him.
Scepter Jug.
He has to have a Ghost Scepter. It's been too hard of a game. We talked about this duel over on the back line, so they managed to go and grab up the Nature's Prophet. He just takes
He
it out
bought
the
back for
Firefly.
that.
Down he goes. Noob, he did buy back. They do manage to clip over here on the side, as they're going to be able to hold them in place. Omni Slash comes out. They'll take down Wish. Focus is taking the brunt of this. Spartan, he just bought back. He can't afford to go down again. LeBron will go down. Everybody else over on the cliff side here. Stumpman using his own BKB. Just run right back here on Mitch. Spartan died.
Spartan died
back.
to the Carapace on his Q.
More buybacks. Bat wants to join in. But we have lost pretty much everyone on the side of Spider Pigs with no buyback except for the Nyx Assassin. And really, what can a little Nyx do against all this?
Not much. I mean, Nature's Prophet is just, I mean, what can you do in this game? But shout out to Spartan and the boys. Like, they played a hell of a match. It just feels like whichever team can kill enemies the easiest is going to take it in this series. And they will tie things back up at 1-1. Well done.
Beauty and simplicity. This was run at the enemies and kill them, especially if you're Stoneman. They'll try to go in. Whoa, that was... Woo!